Well, all right. What's going on in the world? What's going on? This is AB the Sovereign, one and a half of the two-man game. You may know me well from the podcast with me and my brother AJ. Um, we're gonna be doing a little something different today, January 14th, 8:43 in the morning. We're gonna be doing a one-on-one thing. All right. One of the main things that you'll see with me is essentially basketball related things. I'm a savant when it comes to that. So, whereas my brother's more into baseball, football, things of that nature, you're going to see me definitely go in relationship to the NBA, Eastern Conference, Western Conference, different players, different teams. You're going to get the whole smorgasbord of that. So, this is going to be the inaugural, let's say, first ever podcast from AB, the Sovereign. All right, so take a ride with me, walk with me, talk with me. You're going to see this posted up on SoundCloud, potentially Spotify, YouTube as well. Any questions, concerns, complaints, which I don't really care about, you can send it directly to abenjamin272727 at gmail.com. Also, if there's any way that you would like to support, that's going to be Memphis Long 27 at juno.com. MEMPHISLONG, the number 27 at juno.com. Now, that being said, let's get into it. We got at least 9 or 10 games last night that I want to talk about in detail. So let's get right to it. We're going to get the intro music going and everything. My DJ, there's no DJ, is going to start playing it, and we're going to get into it from there. First game that I want to talk about is definitely the Denver game that played last night. That was, oh my God, it was a ridiculous game from Nikola Jokic. Matter of fact, we're gonna touch up on the Lakers versus Cavaliers first, because I gotta start with the bad before I get into the good. So let's start with that. But first, while we're getting all of our stats and our paperwork together, a little bit of traveling music, please. All right, now, the Lakers played Cavaliers. Lakers were at home. As we all know, the Cavaliers are one of the worst teams in the league. That's the LeBron effect. Unfortunately, with LeBron missing on the Lakers right now, the team has regressed to the LeBron-less Lakers of the previous years. But that beat is coming in, so we're gonna let that play a little bit as our intro, and then we're gonna get into this one half of the two-man game around the NBA. AB the Sovereign. Let's go. All right, y'all are still with me there. All right, so that's good. That's good. First game, once again, we was talking about Cleveland Cavaliers versus the LA Lakers. All right, now, if anybody saw that game, if you had a chance to catch it, you'll know that the Lakers lost that game. Disappointing to say the least. Disappointing for many reasons. The Cavaliers are not a well put together team by any stretch of the imagination, and the Lakers in the last couple of games have lost to subpar teams, basement-dwelling teams, teams that are essentially going to be going to the lottery in the Zion Williamson sweepstakes. It's alarming, to say the least, to watch them lose to these teams, and on top of that, lose to Eastern Conference teams. Didn't really see too many highlights, too much positive things to draw from in that game. Other than maybe a couple of 3 points made by Lonzo Ball, A couple of good plays, of course, by Kyle Kuzma, who after LeBron is easily the second best player on that team. There was just a lot of trouble spots, so I gotta go after a couple of names on the team and the team in general. By no stretch of the imagination am I like a Lakers fan. I support all of the guys in the NBA. I love all the teams. I'm a Nets fan. I'll go into that later, maybe on one of the autobiographies in relationship to myself. But as far as the Lakers, I mean, I usually don't go in on individual players, but on defense in that game, Ingram and KCP looked bad. They were bad, man. You can tell that there's hardly any communication on the defensive end because on the screens and the switches, Lakers look totally lost. I mean, nobody's communicating. That led to several open shots for the Cavaliers, especially coming from Cedi Osman. And, I mean, when I was looking at the game, I was basically thinking that Korver was still there. I mean, it was ridiculous how many times he got open and other players had open looks, such as Rodney Hood. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. Defense has been one of the prime it really, like, I'm at a loss for words because it's weird because, even when LeBron is there and, your defensive stalwarts similar to like JaVale McGee and Tyson Chandler, anchors on defense are there. It's not as if the team has a willing commitment to play on both ends of the floor. We know that the guys are young. We know that they can run up and down the court. We know that Lonzo loves to push the tempo, but on defense, I mean, bad enough you let the Cavaliers, without a LeBron James, without a marquee name on offense like Kevin Love, who still isn't back from injury. It's disappointing to see a team like the Cavaliers honestly outplay the Lakers. I'm at this juncture now where, seeing as how LeBron has been going now 10 games with the groin injury, get well soon. This is who the Lakers are without LeBron James, and it's easy to see that this team needed him. The fans that said that LBJ was no real king and, were throwing a lot of barbs in his direction for even joining the organization. Now you get it. This team without LeBron, is sad. They're not a good team. And it's not, I can't attribute it necessarily to Luke Walton's coaching style. I can't really say that they don't have the talent. The talent is there. It's more in relationship to playing as a cohesive unit as opposed to, 8 or 9 guys with individual talents. When you have 8 or 9 guys with individual talent but don't understand the team concept, the pieces don't fit. And when the pieces don't fit and guys don't play for one another and don't play as a team, you're not going to get too many W's. You're not going to get a good product on an NBA floor night after night. And lately, it just seems as though the Lakers, or the guys on the Lakers are waiting for LBJ to return. They're holding the fort down, but not adequately. It's not a good thing right now out there. They need to make maybe a lineup change or, perhaps a shakeup in the roster. Heck, I'll be a sensationalist and say, you know what, bring Andre Ingram back. Because lately, they're still devoid of three-point shooting. I don't see anybody other than maybe Kuzma dialing it up from downtown and Lonzo dialing it up from downtown. And in today's NBA, where you have guys that shoot the three or four guys that can shoot the three adequately on every team, that can definitely hamper a squad like the Lakers when you need, quick offense and a quick three-pointer to get you back in the game and nobody's shooting them. That used to be Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's job, but as of late, it kind of looks like he's a little lost in the rotation. And in that game, he missed a lot of threes. Uh, Defense wasn't really up to par either. Don't really want to take him to task for it because it's not just him. But I think that they may need to look at another shooter, another marksman, or try to get another marksman there by on or before All-Star game, and also before LBJ returns or makes his eventual return.